Hi, and welcome to my channel. I am Peter. I'm building scale models, RC cars, custom built for customers or for myself. This time I'm going to make a Scania G 360 car transporter. The base I'm using is from Emek and is 1/25 scale. First, let's take it apart. Most of the parts, like the cab, is clicked together, so it's not very difficult to take it apart. The real truck got one axle in the back, so I take this 2 axle out. And I saw it in half, so I think it will work, and it even fits on the original mounting points. I decided to take off the front axle from the trailer to use these fenders for the rear of the truck. The truck I am building is from Middelkoop Mobility. It's a Dutch company who hauls cars and trucks, and it was about 2 months work to make this truck. I didn't have to do much about the cab. So let's primer it and let's prep it for paint. In the meanwhile, I take off all the parts from the chassis, because we're going to extend it. And this is the first coat of yellow. The handmade side skirts turned out okay. I'm very glad how they look. And I gave the chassis a little prep work, and now it's time for primer. And after that I painted black, just like the real truck. And after the primer was dry, I gave the side skirts a nice coat of yellow. And I take the wheels apart to give them a fresh coat of paint, because they were a little bit toy looking. And when you're liking this video or content, please don't forget to like, share, comment or subscribe. I thank you a lot. And watch my whole video please. Now it was time to put everything back together. In the meanwhile, I gave the other parts a fresh coat of paint. And gave the grille a fresh coat of black paint, just like the real truck got. I'm already really happy to see how it's going to be. Now it's time for a first initial test fit and see how it's going to look. Yeah, quite nice I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Now it's time for the interior, to make it a little bit more realistic. And the wheels I take apart. It's ready for some paint. Time to let everything dry for about 24 hours. I hand painted the inside from the fenders and the underside of the truck, just like the real one got. So it got a nice matte black finish. And what's a build from me without lights? Yeah, most of the models I built, I put in some LED lights. So this one got them too. It even got a working dashboard. And I hand painted the inside of the cab black. And installed some more interior lighting. And I installed a navigation screen. I already wired everything together, and later on in this video I'm going to change that. I'm going to cut off the loose wires and the loose lights. The customer wants that you can put on the lights on and off with a switch. So I bought a light switch system from RC 4-wheel drive. I made some toolboxes from real aluminium. And later on I'm going to put the battery for the lighting system in the toolbox. Just a quick test to see if everything works. Quite nice already, I think. So it's time to tidy up all the wires. And the battery fits nicely in the toolbox. Now it's time to extend the chassis. And I handmade some other details like the little toolboxes on the rear. And there was light. Now I'm going to build the truck bed from scratch. Everything I built is from scratch and I'm only using pictures to make it as real as possible. Just a quick test with a Porsche 968 in 1/24 scale to see if it looks okay. Now it's time for primer to see where we have to sand or adjust things. In the meanwhile, I hand painted the chassis and put on the original bumper what came with the model. Now it's time to make the truck bed more like the real truck, more realistic. So, time for details, time for the sides. The truck didn't have spoilers on the back of the cab, so I make them myself. I'm using 3mm styrene. Most of the parts for my builds I built from scratch, so not a lot of 3D printing. Yeah, maybe it's easier, but I love working with my hands and create things. So, when everything fits nicely, It was time for primer. I'm using Motep plastic putty to fill up all the holes and little scratch marks on the truck bed. After that I sanded it, I primed, and now it's time for its first yellow coat. In the meanwhile, while that was drying, I get some vinyls to make the decals on the side of the truck. This was after clear coating. So, everything was dry about 24 hours later, so I put on the spoilers and the truck bed. And hand painted the bed black. I cut out some reflective decals for the side. And yeah, they light up, just like the real truck. It's getting more realistic by the day. But then I saw something on the pictures. The outside from the front headlights are not black, they are yellow. So let's take everything apart again and let's make that yellow instead of black. It's all about the details. And when you're still watching my video, I want to thank you. You really help me. So please like, subscribe and put on your notifications bell, and you help me a lot. Time to put everything back together for the final time, I hope. And I also made the wind deflectors on the cab corners. I made them from scratch. And I put in some more LEDs. I hope this is the last time I'm putting everything back together. Let's test the lights, if they still work. Yeah, they still work, so it's now time to go on with the build. Time to make all the details on the back of the truck bed. And I got a little box with some goodies, a winch and some other things. Tiny things, so it's going to be a fiddly job. The winch wasn't quite the same as the real truck got, so I'm going to change it and adjust it and saw some things off and make it more like the real truck. The package came with nice realistic lights, but no light buckets, so I'm going to make them myself. The box came with little work lights, but I put in some LEDs, so it's more realistic. And I ordered some real stainless steel handles for the toolboxes. It's a real fiddly job, but yeah, it's all about the details, you know. I even put in the little work light above the side steps. The real truck got window deflectors, so I made them myself. The real truck got an angry look to it. I ordered once, but they never came, so I made them myself. Later on I'm going to change the super emblem, because it was not really nice, I think. And I ordered a light bar for the front, but it was really too small. So let's make it myself. Much better already. And I made the license plates and put on the final coats of yellow paint on the light bucket. We're getting there, I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Time for more details. I made a little trash can below the deck from a whiteboard marker. I ordered some tiny ratchet straps. So let's put them together. It's a really fiddly job, really tiny. But it turned out great. I think it's nice. More realistic details. I'm loving it. Putting on some tiny warning signs and the front plate from Middelkoop Mobility. And I finally made the new super emblem, much better than before. And I want to have lights in the trailer, so I made a little plug. And I gave the wires the same colors as the air hoses. Now it's time to put on more lights on the cab. And little air horns. Now it was finally time to make the trailer. I'm reusing a lot of parts from the original models, but the things I don't use, yeah, I cut it off, I take it off. The original model trailer was a little bit too high and too short, so I'm going to lower it and extend it. Later on I'm going to put on some other wheels. These ones were only for test fitting. Just a quick view to see how it looks behind the truck. Now it's time to make the sides. Everything I make is from scratch. I already said that a lot, but yeah, no 3D printing. And I'm cutting out some parts from the original model to reuse them for this model. Yeah, something like this. I'm already seeing it. Time for sanding, primer and putty. Fitment is on point. But I'm going to change the wheels. I'm using the original ones, but with the tires from the wheels I already got laying around. Made the rear bumper, so after that I'm going to put on some more lights. Some more sanding, some more putty. Now it's time to make the little bars on the top of the trailer bed. And when I was happy with it, it was time for paint. And when that was drying, I put the wheels back together. They are already looking more like the real truck and the real trailer. I used the original axles, but they don't fit anymore, but now they will. And of course, I painted the bed black. And finally, a black Scania emblem. And time for the decals on the trailer. And I fitted the little side markers. And I have to change the second winch to make it fit nicely. And of course, a lot more details. But now, let's see how it looks. Putting on some clear coat and I installed all of the lights. What do you think? Does it look like the real truck? And with this, the project is coming to an end. Just some quick videos from some details. It was about 2 months work and I enjoyed every second of it. And do you want your own car or truck built by me? You can always hit me up on Facebook or TikTok. Just send me a DM and I respond as soon as I can. And of course, I have to put on the rear tail lights. I ordered them, but there were only 6 of them, so I have to make 2 extra. And I have to put on this. I made it myself. And with this, the project is coming to an end. I want to thank you for watching this video, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, comment and share these videos with your friends or family. I hope I see you the next time. Bye bye.